Hey folks, Michael Spedden here. We just wanted to make a quick correction to our interview coming up with Scarlet Angel. Their show has been moved for April 5th, their 40-year anniversary show in the return of Jackie Joyce. That show will now be held at American Legion Post 38 on Dundalk Avenue, 3300 Dundalk Avenue, Dundalk, Maryland, 21222. So make sure you remember that. If you hear the other address during the interview, ignore that and just remember 3300 Dundalk Avenue, American Legion, Post 38. Enjoy the interview. I had a great time talking to him.
97underground.com, Baltimore's pure rock.
Hello, this is Michael Spedden, and thanks for joining us today on the 97underground.com Michael Spedden Interviews channel here on YouTube. There have been many requests from both listeners and guests for us to make available our artist interviews so they can listen again or share with others. You can find us on YouTube at 97underground Michael Spedden. Remember, the Back of the Rack, the Michael Spedden Show, can be heard on 97underground.com every Tuesday from 4 to 6 p.m. Eastern. Not only do I feature artist interviews, I feature songs you forgot you liked, classics that never die, beloved local, regional, up-and-coming, and underground artists. You can listen anytime, anywhere by downloading our free app from 97underground.com. Just do it. And now, today's episode. And folks, tonight we have Scarlet Angel as our guest. Scarlet Angel has come back. They've been on the show several times before, and this is to announce their big show on April 5th, their 40th anniversary, and the return of Jackie Joyce to the band. It's going to be a great show down at Phillips in Dundalk. 97 Underground will be there that night. I know I'll be there to bring them on and to give away some goodies and everything, so make sure you come on out. Scarlet Angel can be found on Facebook. They have a Facebook page where they keep all of their shows and all their information. Remember, you can listen to the Michael Spedden Show every Tuesday from 4 to 6 p.m. Our replay is every Wednesday morning from 2 to 4 a.m. We also have our interviews on our YouTube page, youtube.com/@97underground Michael Spedden. And remember, 97underground.com. Download that free app and take us wherever you go. Enjoy our interview with Scarlet Angel. And welcome back to the Back of the Rack, the Michael Spedden Show here on 97underground.com, Baltimore's pure rock worldwide. I am joined tonight. This is a treat. I'm really happy to have these folks on with us tonight because they've been in our scene for a long time. Friends of mine, I used to play shows with them years and years ago. Welcome, Scarlet Angel. Scarlet Angel with lots of great new news for us here. And I'm not going to steal your thunder by saying what it is, but I'll let you guys go ahead and make your announcements. So tell us what's going on, ladies.
Well, who wants to go first? Michelle, up top. Go ahead.
Well, we have our 40th anniversary, our big 40th anniversary party coming up on April 5th.
40
years.
Lordy, look who's 40.
I wish I was 40.
Anyway. Me too.
Yeah, really. But it's down in Dundalk, Lively Dundalk, at the Phillips Inn, the new Phillips Inn.
Yeah.
On Halliburton Avenue.
Mm-hmm.
From 8 to 12, and we have special guests.
8:30 to 12:30.
And we have special guest bonfire.
Mm-hmm.
And they're a new young band in and around the town, and they're really great and have quite a buzz. So we're real excited to play with them and have them open the show for us. And we're looking forward to it. 97 Underground's going to be there. Hopefully we'll see a lot of familiar faces and a lot of new faces as well. And we're just really looking forward to it. We're working on a new song in the studio. Unfortunately, it's not ready yet due to a scheduling setback, but it sounds really good, and we're real excited about it. It's called I Am the Storm.
Wonderful.
Yeah, it's a kicking song, too. It's really good. We're real excited about it. It's going to be good. But that's going to be on our 4th CD. We currently have 3 CDs out. The first one is sold out, but we still have Enter the Magic was our second. And what's the third one? The third one is still out.
The third one?
Yes.
The third CD.
Yes. What's it called?
Oh my God.
I know.
it Rise Metal Angels?
Rise
Rise
Metal,
Metal Angels.
yes, you win a
Thank you,
prize,
Mike.
Michael.
Yeah.
I
Thanks.
wasn't
Yes.
there for that one, so I don't know.
Yes,
Right.
yes. Rise
That was
Metal Angels
Abby.
is our third one. Enter the Magic is our second one. Scarlet Angel, the black with the black and the red. That's our first one. That was sold out. I just couldn't think about it. I was like thinking, I'm like, what is it? What is it? What is it? Yeah. So our fourth one doesn't actually have a name yet, but the we do have one song, and we're working on actually our second song, and it's pretty cool. We don't know what we're
We
gonna
have more
name
irons
it.
in the fire than that, though.
Yeah, we do.
We
We'd like
just
to do
we haven't
we'd like
spilled
to do
all
a,
of our beans yet.
yeah, we'd like to do a 40th anniversary album as well.
Mhm.
And we're just still kicking it, still putting stuff out there, and we're looking forward to it.
Yes, yes. And I'm seeing you all on my Zoom link right here, and I'm seeing a face that we've not seen with Scarlet Angel for quite a while now. So do you
Yeah.
want to tell us about that good news?
Well, Jackie Joyce is back in the band officially, and she hasn't been in the band, I want to say, for around 13 years now. But with the departure of other members, she came back, and it's been working out wonderfully. And we're really looking forward to doing songs off our first two CDs that feature Jackie on the lead
Mhm.
vocals. And if everybody doesn't know, I'm Kim, the drummer. Michelle was just talking. That's she's the founding member and the guitar player, and then Jackie is the lead singer of the band.
Yeah, and
Great.
it's good to have the three of us back together again. I mean, we instantly clicked and just put that song together really quick, and it
Yeah.
felt really natural. It was really good. So
So
Michelle and
Jackie,
I've always
what's it like to be back in the fold here?
I can actually credit you a lot with that, Mike.
Really? Me?
Yeah, yeah.
What did I do?
Well, you had done an interview. Kim and Michelle and I have always kept touch with each other. It's not ever
sure.
been like, where we didn't, more Kim and I, just because we're both lunatics. But yeah, so it's the strangest thing. I've had my other band that I started back in 2015, 16, something like that, and been playing out with them, Dying Breed, and just, been really busy with that. And I knew that Abby was leaving. I had heard news that the singer that had replaced me was leaving for a while, and I knew it for a while. And like I talked to Kim plenty of times and knew that they were auditioning singers, and like I just didn't really think about it. It was like, well, that was then, and this is now, and I'm doing my thing now. And I'm sure they'll find, I just never really gave it any conscious thought. And one day I'm going down the road in my truck working, and I'm hearing this interview you did with just the two girls, just Michelle and Kim. Same thing. I think it was on your other platform,
Foul
Players.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah, yeah. And they just got to talking about old times and
Mm-hmm.
some of the old songs and old stories that just kind of, I don't really know exactly what it was that was said that, and I know this sounds, woo-woo, but I kind of got like this angelic voice from above that kind of dumped a download into my brain that quick and said, you need to go back.
Hmm.
And I was like, really? And it was a no-brainer. As soon as the thought came into my mind, I was like, you're absolutely right. I need to go back. Why am I back? What am I doing? What's wrong? Like, I need to go write music again with Michelle. It was just like natural. I didn't have to give it a second thought. I called Kim immediately because I felt like if I called them in tandem together and told them both together, they might both go unconscious at the same time. So I wanted to get Kim's spin on it first, like, this Michelle, like, how are you girls going to like take it with me being gone for so long and then, coming back? But it just gelled. It just kind of happened. So,
and we
I
didn't
called Kim up.
expect it. We didn't expect it at all.
The first thing I said to Kim, I was like, hello, what are you doing? Are you sitting down?
Yep.
She's like, why? I said, I want to be your singer. And I heard nothing. Believe it or not, nothing coming out of Kim's mouth for like at least 20 seconds.
Wow. Woo.
I didn't mark that day down on your calendar.
I was shocked. I didn't know what to say.
Yeah, it was kind of like a weird, awkward, maybe sort of, really? Are you sure? Like, you haven't really, like, they knew that I was busy with my other band. So I think that was a big part of it.
So. Right. Well, that's great to know. I mean, I guess I subconsciously or unintentionally had an influence over it,
You
and
did.
I'm glad because we go way back. I mean, I remember the first time I saw you all, and Jackie, I've had you as a guest too. Just by yourself,
Yeah.
outside of Scarlet Angel, back during, I think it was back during COVID, and I know it hadn't been too long since you had been into the Maryland Hall of Fame for,
Right.
you were nominated and got yourself a seat there. Um,
Mhm.
and I I had we go back like we were saying, because I can remember seeing you all. I think for the first time was at the Monsters of Edge Rock. Do you remember that?
Oh my
And some
God.
Yeah.
guys,
Yeah.
it
Yes,
was.
yes, we do.
I
It was
don't.
another
I know
life,
Mike.
wasn't it?
I know Mike Diamond's band played there, Diamond Gypsy, and I remember you all playing there too. And I can't remember if that was a 97 Underground event. That was long before I was on board there, but I was just kind of there watching and hanging out and everything. And it was a fun show.
What year was that, Mike?
I'm thinking that had to be 87 or 88, maybe.
Gosh,
Okay.
that was when we first. Well, I joined Scarlet Angel in '86.
Yeah.
Scarlet Angel formed in '84,
Right,
but
right, right.
I was their I was not their original drummer,
Hmm.
but I've been in the band. I'm the longest drummer that they've had. I mean, I
Hmm.
would say I've been in the band like close to 40 years now. So
Right, right, right. Yeah, yeah, I mean, 40 years. God, just a minute. I'm lucky to keep a band together for 6 months.
right, right.
That's the truth.
That's not true. No, because I had an acoustic rock act, two guitars, harmonica, that kind of thing
Hmm.
for about 15 years actually. So yeah, but electric bands, it's just but congratulations. I'm really glad. And then I also remember we played with you at Feathers and Kim. And speaking of you with
Yes.
your archives and all of your memorabilia and everything, you showed me a flyer that stumped me because right when Fritz's Dynamite broke up, we were supposed to play with you all at a Halloween party, I think in Wilson Point. I've got the flyer out in my garage up on
Oh,
in my studio. Yeah.
is it this one? Let me see. This one, it says hosted by 97 Underground's Larry Edwards. And it does say that with special guest Fritz's Dynamite. And
That's
it's
right.
right
Yeah.
here
Yep.
from it says August 28th. And this is we had the third annual banana eating contest and all that. I
Oh
think my
God.
mom won that. But here's the flyer if y'all can see it.
My
The
artwork.
handmade flyer drawn by Jackie, I believe, right?
Hmm.
Yeah.
Drawn.
Our
And
grassroots initiative.
Hmm.
right, and we used to go out and with me. I know me, Michelle, and Jackie would get in the back of Michelle's pickup truck and go up and down Eastern Boulevard
Oh
and
yeah.
Dundalk Avenue and just flying everywhere. And we
Hmm.
would we went through some staples now, and we would just back when there was telephone booths too. We take them to the telephone booths. Here's another one of
Oh
us,
yeah.
and we played the Grog and Tankard, the Rage, and the Cafe Tattoo back in the day as well.
That's
But
when
yeah,
John
that's the way
Mooney
we
was our
used to do
bass
it.
player in that picture.
That's
Hmm.
Yep,
Yeah.
yes, he was.
And I
And it's
think when
funny
you saw
because
us, Mike, I think was when Ronnie Glenn was our bass player, who was actually going to be with the Lord now, but he was my husband.
Oh, is that
Ronnie and
right?
I ended up, we got married much later in life. Yeah.
Is that right?
But I was
Wow.
married to him until 2010.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was and speaking of flyers, I mean that is a whole era, that
Isn't
is
it though?
just so forgotten almost, but back in those days, that's what you had to do,
yeah,
you know.
Yeah.
and
We
and
like
we
doing
still
it.
do
I
it in
love
just
doing it.
different
Yeah.
format.
Hmm.
That's what we
And
did because there was no internet. There was no MySpace, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok,
yeah.
Snapchat. None of that. There was
Hmm.
none of
Isn't
that
that
back then. It was
crazy
the
to think we
radio.
had a world without all that? We had
It
a
was the
world where we
and
couldn't
and
go to
no
the
phones.
computer and
We
type up
had,
a flyer.
Hmm.
if you remember, we had the regular telephone. We used to call each other on the landline.
Yeah.
But back then, I don't even think. Hold on a minute. Let me look. I was gonna say, did we even have area codes back then? No, we did not
No.
even have area codes. We just had
687,
Yeah.
seven
whatever the
numbers.
phone number.
Yep, seven
Yep.
numbers. That was it. There was no area code back then, so this
Right.
was pretty cool.
I mean, we
And
had them, but they weren't really. You didn't have to dial them. You know.
Right. You didn't
not
have that
yet
right.
though.
Right.
Back then we didn't. Yeah, you just had the
Mhm.
regular because then it turned to 301.
Mhm.
Then it was 410, and then it
Right.
came out with like 443 and
Yep.
240 and
All
all
right.
that. But
We need to
back then,
stop talking about the ancientness of our ages right now because I'm feeling very, very old.
well,
Well,
I'm not feeling well. I'm feeling good that we're still here to still play the
Amen.
music of back then
Amen.
that we
mhm.
had and good stuff. And we will be doing lots of originals off the first three CDs and some off the fourth,
Uh-huh.
and go throwing in some metal covers like some Metal Church, Motley Crue,
Mhm.
Priest, stuff like that. Because but it's gonna be a lot of killer originals that people want to hear. So it's gonna be a great show. And we hope to see you
Mhm.
April 5th, 8:30 p.m. New
You know what
Phillipston,
my wish
John Bell.
is? I wish all the people, I think our breakout show, the one that kind of put us on the map, girls, can I get an amen on this one? Is the Wilson Point Firehouse,
Yeah, it was.
the Halloween bash that we did there,
Well,
Mm-hmm.
that's this.
where not
Yeah.
to our credit, but the police were eventually called to that
Well, the
I
first one
remember
you're
that.
talking
Yeah.
about,
for
because we
all the
did like
wrong
three,
reasons.
right? Yeah,
What's that?
we did three, right? Because
We
this
did
was like the
Well,
first,
I'm talking about the first one
Yeah,
the
we
where we
did.
first
brought
one we did.
John out in the coffin.
Yeah, we had a
Oh yeah,
special Stroke of Midnight extravaganza where we played Metal Church and we carried our bass player John Mooney at the time out in the procession in a wooden coffin, and
yes,
we had hooded robes on,
Hmm.
and we took him up on the stage and we played Metal Church. It was really cool.
Wow.
yeah,
Metal
yep.
Church
That
by
was
Gorgeous.
Metal Church.
right.
Yeah.
This was way back in like 80, because I think it was we did three in a row. So this was like in the late 80s. And this was before Kim's Crypt was even a thing. But we
Yeah.
still had it all scared up because, we were all, well, at least me and Michelle were always collectors of monster masks and Halloween decorations and things like that. So we had,
Yeah, I'm the
you
Jesus
know,
girl in the group. I'm the Jesus girl. There he is right
Mhm.
there.
but we had it like really scared up, and we had like in between songs, you would hear like, woo, we would hear like, scary
Mhm.
music and stuff. Like it was pretty cool. It was a really good time. It was
Yeah.
like,
My thing
and
was
a lot of,
I want to have a reunion of that show. I want all
yeah.
those
Yeah,
people
me too.
that were there for that show to come out to see us in April because it's like,
Mhm.
I hate to be morbid, but you don't know how much time we have left here, and it was just it's like that's our youth. That's kind of like where this music family, if you go out now, Kim, like we were out Saturday night. We have a whole music family here in Baltimore. Like
Yes,
we
we
go out on
do.
a Saturday night and we are literally like, dude, what's up? Like you're hugging on people, kissing on
Yeah.
people. And like the band that's
This
playing,
is,
okay, yeah, they're great, but you're 50% of the reason that you're there is to see your people.
Mhm. Oh yeah.
You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? And it's still like that. It's awesome. It's a wonderful thing. It's almost like, um, church. It's a fellowship.
It
It
is
really is.
church.
I mean, everybody
It
loves
really
each
is.
other. If somebody's in trouble,
Mhm.
you're trying to help them out. So it's really cool that way. That my son lives in Florida, and he's like, "Mom, they don't have that here." He's
really?
down in West Palm Beach. He's like, you just don't go out and go hear a local band. You got to travel. So
Wow.
I'm grateful for, we always pick on Baltimore and say Baltimore's not great for the original music, which the big wigs, the big labels aren't looking at Baltimore for original music so much. We got now, but thank God we got the internet. We can put our shit out there. But can I say shit?
Yeah,
You
you're
just said
fine.
Okay.
You just did.
You're fine. Yeah. Yeah.
Jesus still loves me. But yeah. So it's but for what we lack in international attention as far as our original music, we
Mhm.
make up for in the local people that have loved us and supported us all these years, and whatever we've done, because all of us have done different things through the years. And I'm
Yeah.
so grateful for that. Like
Yeah.
I'll die, knowing that, I know my dad would be really proud of me. My dad was the singer in the area, so I know he would really be proud of me.
I think one of the things that created such a big bond here in the Baltimore scene was the fact that we were a second tier city when it came to entertainment. We were not an entertainment capital, but we had our own scene and we all had
Mhm.
opportunities because we were in close proximity to New York. We had DC, which is 40 minutes south of us, but that was
We
a
had
different
Hammerjack.
animal. Yep.
We had Hammerjacks.
Yeah, we had
Right.
Hammerjacks. And I think the thing that really bonded us, I mean, you remember when people got the opportunity to play New York or something like that. The last gig they played here before they went was almost like, I guess we're dating ourselves if we remember this, like a Bon Voyage party. You remember your parents having those before they went on vacation? Back in the day, they're getting ready to go to Hawaii. Well, let's have a party. And, they give them,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. It was almost like that back in those days. I think that was one of the things that kind of bonded us because we had our rivalries, we had our, you know, um, competition and everything. But, when it came down to it, most of us were friends for the most part. And, we were, rooting for each other when it came to,
Yeah.
these opportunities and everything.
Yeah.
Yep. And, yeah, it was those really great times. And getting back to the flyer thing, the one thing I think that we're really lacking nowadays is the face-to-face contact. And you have a flyer there, and I know Kim, you've never given up on it. You're still
Never.
out there.
Never.
You are a promotion machine.
Amen.
Yes, I am.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
I-
sometimes social media is like white noise. It's do you know
Mm-hmm.
what I mean? It's not paced. It's just like you're inundated with information all at the same time. And sometimes you accidentally see something cool. It's hard to see something
Mm-hmm.
purposeful because there's just so much hurled at you like a tennis ball machine.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're
Yeah.
right. And it's just not that personal connection. I mean, you when you put up a flyer on Facebook or whatever the media is, people can just scroll right through it. But
Mhm.
when you're out somewhere and somebody walks up to you and hands you a flyer and speaks to you person to person, maybe
Yeah.
grab a beer together and then they ask questions. You tell them about what you've done, tell them about yourself and everything. It's a much more personal connection. And I think those days, in a lot of ways, were more effective. And that's why, a lot of owners insisted that you be out doing that.
Well, yeah. And I noticed that myself. Like I go places and sometimes I just leave flyers there. I tell them, who I am, what
Mhm.
I got going, where it is, and the date and all that. And I leave them there. And that's all good and everything. But when you go places and talk to people and say, hey, check this out, Scarlet Angel's back and we're playing and we got Jackie in the band, blah, blah, blah. People are like, oh, really? And then they take it and it's more meaningful than, hey,
Mhm.
check out my band. Hey, check out my band. It's a conversation. Oh, I thought that was you, and and they'll say that. And sometimes it turns it like today. Um, I went to a funeral, and then we went to Squires afterwards for the after
Please
thing.
tell me you weren't giving those things out at the funeral, Kim.
Yes, I was. But anyway,
Oh
but
my
there's
God. She has no couth. None.
it's
None.
here's the way it happens. This is the
Oh
way it
my God.
happens.
I don't
Let me
know if
let
I
me
can listen to it.
let me explain. I had my little Percy purse. They were
Oh
in my
my
little purse.
God.
Okay, I got a little
They're
Percy purse.
downstairs.
They
Oh
were
my
in
God.
there.
Michelle, can you please
And
tie her up
and then
somewhere?
can you just listen?
I'm
They were in
listening.
my Percy purse. I'm at the funeral. We're at the gathering at Squires. We're all sitting there. So somebody says to me, "Aren't you Kim of Kim's Crypt?" I said, "Yes, I am." We got to talking about that and like, "Oh wow, aren't you up in PA down?" So yes, I am. By the way, and I give them one of these that shows our paranormal ghost tours, and then bam. By the way, Scarlet Angels. See, it's a transition. And then they're like, oh my gosh, I remember them from back in the day. Oh, yeah. So that's what happens. It's not like I go door to door and go blah, 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 blah like that at a funeral. No, somebody says something to me. I'm like, oh, yes, by the way. And that's the way it works.
Yep.
And
I
then
guess
the
that's a
person
little
that,
more acceptable.
Yep.
yeah, and the lady that was sitting next to me, her son was in the band and they happened to buy 2 CDs and it's all good. It's all good. But I was
They
getting
just
to
so
a
happened to
point.
buy them. They happened to ask you for them too,
They
I'm
happen
sure.
to, yeah.
It happened.
They asked Jack.
Kim, everybody in town knows you. It's too late.
Well, the thing is, I really think that having, just the word of mouth, because people always say, how do you get your customers? And it's the same thing with the band. Word of mouth is everything. And telling people what's going on and where you're playing and just, because a lot, and this is our one and only show that we have right now. So we really hope
And
that everybody comes.
honestly, for all the picking on her that I do, thank God for that girl. Because
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
telling
Yeah.
you, we all know if you're a business person, it's all about personal relationships. If
It
you
is.
own
It
a
is.
business,
Mhm.
or you try to, anything that you do in life, it's
Mhm.
about personal relationships. And Kim
Yeah.
is a pro. Like, I mean, I am too, but I'm not as brazen, maybe a little bit.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
like Kim really has been instrumental in the merchandise, and
Mhm.
well, Michelle
Yeah.
can attest to that.
Yeah.
It's just she's
It's
been a blessing in that direction.
she inspires me, I you keep me going a
If I
lot of
could
times
clone her
too.
and put her in Dying Breed, it'd be great.
But on the other hand, too, at least she wasn't selling thongs at the funeral. That was the other thing,
Not
Don't
this
say it,
time.
Mike, because you don't know that didn't happen.
Not
But
today.
we right. But we do have that we will have t-shirts, and we're gonna have hoodies, beanies, thongs, hats, the whole
The
thing.
cool
But and
necklace,
we
the
got
cool
the
necklace.
cool
This is
necklaces.
new, isn't
Yeah.
it?
Yes, that's new.
I didn't
Mhm.
even know
Yes.
you had these till Saturday. So
Right.
when my
Well,
friend
I
bought me
kind of
this, I was like, oh, God.
yeah,
Those are
yeah,
nice.
they
They're
really
very
are.
nice. They're
They're
heavy.
really nice.
Yeah.
I
I
like to
have
see
mine
them.
kind of, it's longer than this. The chain can go over your head,
Oh
but I
yeah.
have mine
Yeah.
shortened up a little bit so you
I
can see
like
it.
those. Those are very nice.
Yeah.
All
So
right.
I bought a few of them just to see how they would do,
And how
and I
much
took
are
them
they,
out.
Kim?
And they're 10. They're
Hmm.
very inexpensive, and they come with a nice chain. And the
But
cool
it's
thing
good
is,
quality. I wouldn't
yeah,
say
it
that
really
either.
is.
It's nice quality.
And I just got a few to see how they would do, and people liked them, so we will have them at the show. So it'll be
Mhm.
pretty
Cool.
cool.
We're also working on a 40th anniversary shirt with a limited run, so it's going to be
Mhm.
very
Yeah,
collectible if we can get it executed.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
uh yeah, so Kim's going to help with that to get it executed. I just sent over the criteria for it today. So
yeah, yeah. That's going to be really nice. So all our shirts are really high quality. They're gilded. They're going to be a soft shirt. Front. They always have a front and a back. This one has something on the back as well.
Mhm.
They always
Yeah.
yeah,
have front and back. We'll have like the hoodies and
and
the with the hoodie. Go ahead.
they're real material like cotton because did you ever
Yeah,
guys ever buy clothes recently, and a lot of it's like fake material. I call it
Yeah.
fake clothing. It's like what is this? It feels like foam, you
I know
know?
what
yeah,
you mean. Yeah.
China.
Yeah.
yeah. Or
But
or
it's
you get
from
a shirt
China.
and it's like a decal and it's square. And I'm like, no, this is not a decal. It's not. You can't crunch it. This is real screen print. It's screen printed on the shirt, so it's
Mhm.
good quality. Really great quality, actually.
Yeah.
And
And I've been selling for a long time, so
it's very vibrant as well.
Mhm.
The
yeah,
colors and
yeah,
stuff like that. Yeah.
You,
So
I gotta hand it to you. You've always had great merch, no matter what you're doing. You've always had great merch, and that's incredible. That's incredible. And then that you're gonna have plenty more of it too. So yeah.
yeah.
So
We
I
still have
can't.
our stuff from the old times too. Like we have our old T-shirts, and we'll have the new shirt. But we have a lot of like stuff from the third CD. My cats are making noise. What are you doing? I got two cats, Candy and Kane. They're making a ruckus in the other room. But yeah, we'll have the old style shirts as well as the new. So, and we do take credit cards. Swipe.
Mhm.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. So I can't wait to hear this new material when you get it out too. Make sure you get it to me.
We
For
oh, of
will.
course.
Definitely will.
yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and again, we were talking earlier too, and you were one of the original '97 Underground Beast from the East bands too.
Yes.
Man,
The
Mike, I
beast.
told you guys definitely ought to put a second one out. A volume 2, because the first one's
Oh,
volume
wouldn't
Yeah.
that be
1. We
awesome?
talked about that
It
before.
would.
Yeah.
It'd be
Right. Because
great
that was
because
volume one. Right.
I know a lot of great bands that would be great on it too.
Yeah,
Yeah, there's a
definitely.
lot of really good bands out there now.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Well, I remember the bands that were on that with us. It
Mhm.
was Rothschild before there was Rothschild America,
Yep.
Child's Play,
Hmm.
Yeah.
Mystic Force.
Mystic
Yep.
Force.
And what I liked about it, we were the last song on the album, so we were the
Hmm.
last thing that you heard. That was really cool. I like
And if
that.
I'm right,
Yep.
weren't we the only females?
I think
Yes.
so. Yeah, I
Yeah.
think
Yeah.
so. And
Yeah.
then
There
there
was a
was
tour for the girls.
Mona Lisa, Shockwave, Snidely Crunch.
That's right.
Snidely
Um,
Crunch, I remember them.
yep. Shockwave, actually, I play them on the show too. I've had
Oh
Greg
yeah.
Sinners as a guest. Yeah, he's still writing. And he sent me a bunch of stuff that I play on the show because he was in a bunch of bands like going back to the '70s. He sent me recordings of, and I slept in
Wow.
one and everything. And yeah, he's still at it. Not doing Shockwave anymore, but
Yeah.
doing his
Yeah.
own thing. Yeah.
Yeah. Did you mention Mystic Force?
Mystic Force. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I did. Yeah,
They're like a powerhouse. I love their stuff.
Oh, those guys were
they're
just
fucking great.
phenomenal.
Yeah.
I have, well, I'll tell you when we break, but, yeah, I had Rich Davis and,
Yeah.
Love
Steve.
Rich.
Yeah. They have a new band together.
Yeah.
Steve, they have a new band together now, Kingdom and
Mhm.
Flames, and I've played
Yeah.
them, and I've had them on the show too, and they're
Bruce is
doing
a
very well.
fantastic singer.
Yeah. Hmm.
He's amazing. He's really good. He's really
Right.
good.
Right. And and you know what too? I mean, I could probably hand pick the next album myself because I spent at least a half hour of this show playing local.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. There's
That's
so
cool.
many bands.
Yeah.
Yeah, there are.
Red
And-
Dye #9's putting out good stuff. Chatterbox.
Yeah, we're friends with a lot of
Chatterbox.
these bands.
You,
I-
of course, the Odd Even, plenty of them. So, well, we're getting down to about 60 seconds here. So you want to do some final plugs or whatever you want to do for the last minute?
Well, can I just say this real quick? Scarlet Angel has definitely opened up for a lot of great national bands. I just want to say, Kix, Crocus, UFO, Slaughter,
Mhm.
Great White, Metal Church,
LA Gun.
Winger, Winger, LA Guns,
Mm-hmm.
a lot of them. So just want to throw that out there that this
Twisted Sister.
Yeah.
Twisted
that was the
Sister.
biggest one, man. That was awesome.
That was the biggest
On
one,
Christmas.
yeah.
That was an awesome
Yes.
show.
Yeah.
God, I
Yeah.
remember standing on that stage at Rams Head in Baltimore, and I
Yeah.
promise you, because of my girl here, every single person had a Scarlet Angel T-shirt on. Especially on that second tier up there, I was looking up around singing, and I'm like, man, it was an
was
awesome
cool.
feeling.
That
That was an
was
awesome
cool.
Yeah.
show.
There was
It
fake
was.
snow, and there was elves, the little people,
Mhm.
and there was strippers from the block dressed like Santa's helpers. It was awesome.
That's great. That's great.
One of a
So,
kind, too.
yep. So it's going to be, what's the date of the show? It's April 5th.
April 5th, 8:30 p.m., New Phillips Inn, Hollywood Avenue in Dundalk, Maryland. So check it out.
Yep.
There's the flyer. And it's a free show, guys. So you're going to love it. Get there early, get yourself a table, find a place to park. There is street parking. There's also other streets you can park on and walk. So don't leave. Like last show we played, people were like, we couldn't find a parking place, so we left. Park on the street. There's plenty of street parking,
Mhm.
You can do it. We can't
Plenty
wait
of
to
street
see you.
parking.
Have a good time.
Oh,
And-
well, we're having a special drink. It's called the Scarlet Rocker that
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Phillips is making. We're gonna have it on special.
Yeah.
And Kim, do you remember the ingredients?
Well, I don't drink, so I'm trying to think what she said. She
Yeah,
said
but they're
something about,
making a non-alcoholic version too.
yes, they're making a non-alcohol, but there was some kind of Sprite and some kind of vodka, cherry vodka, something. But they're going to make it
I'm
for
sure
you
it'll
guys.
be bright red, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And also, if anybody wants to find out anything that's happening with the band, I don't think our Facebook page is up and running, right, Michelle?
Yes, it is.
Our Facebook page is
Absolutely.
we're in transition for the website. We're gonna get a new one.
Oh, okay. So
Okay.
people can go to our Facebook page and find out more information and get the flyer off of the Facebook page too, right?
Yes, the flyer's up there.
Okay, I haven't gone there.
There's an event and it's pinned to the top.
Yeah.
It's pinned to mine and Scarlet Angels. Mine's Michelle Scarlet Angel, Michelle Armiger. You can find it, or you can find it at Scarlet Angel. It's a pinned event, so when you bring up the posts first.
And anybody can reach out to me, Jackie Joyce, if anybody wants to find out any information. Of course, you can hit me up on my Facebook, and Kim too.
Yep. Kim Yates, Yates.
Great. Well, folks, make sure you get out and see Scarlet Angel, the 40-year anniversary, the reunion show, the return of Jackie Joyce. We'll also have Michelle Armiger, Kim Yates in the band that night too. So it's going to be a great night. Make sure you come on out and see them and everything, and check out Scarlet Angel on Facebook. And we'll be
Thank you
back
very
right after
much.
these words. You're listening to The Back of the Rack, the Michael Spedden Show here on 97underground.com. And thanks again for listening to 97 Underground, the Michael Spedden interviews, and we hope you enjoyed today's show. Remember, download the free app from 97underground.com so you can listen to us wherever you go. The Back of the Rack, the Michael Spedden Show, can be heard on 97underground.com every Tuesday from 4 to 6 p.m. Eastern. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you next time.
Listen anytime, anywhere.
Metal.
Worldwide Metal 24/7. 97underground.com.